You've asked us to have a look at the mission statement for British Airways. How would you unpick this mission statement?
Right, mission statements, wonderful things, aren't they? You'll all have one. You'll go behind the front desk and there'll be a statement which nobody's ever read until the general manager comes in and asks you what it is, and you're surreptitiously looking under the desk and thinking, to be the best, most attractive hotel in Benidorm. And each one have got them. How often do we use them? Traditional strategies, the way that companies and organisations work. When we go back to session 1, you'll note that the mission, the vision, was the be-all and end-all of everything we're doing. So let's have a look at what it's actually making us do in strategic terms. Right, the mission is to be the undisputed leader. My goodness me, this is good, isn't it? In world travel for the next millennium. Wow. Let's pick it apart. The undisputed. How do you define undisputed? How do you know you're the undisputed leader? World travel. World travel, do we just go by aeroplanes, British Airways? What about trains? What about cars? What about ships? What about whatever, cruise ships? So, undisputed leader in world travel for the next millennium. Not for next week, for a year, 2 years, the next millennium. And it's got a big flaw in it. The first 2 words, to be. To be. What is that telling all of our competitors? It means we're not at the moment. We're actually crap. Yeah? To be the undisputed leader in world travel. Now, if you start to unpick this, which you should have been doing, pick out those key words. All right? To be the undisputed leader, the best. What does being the best mean we have to do? In terms of an aeroplane, to be the best, we have to have the best cabin crew. We have to have the best food. We have to fly to the best timetables. We have to get there on time. We have to depart on time. We can't lose your luggage. We've got to make sure there's no interruptions within that. We've got to have the best planes, the fastest planes, etc., etc. All of this means we're going to have large expenses. Large expenses equal large prices equals where's the profitability within your company and your organisation. And I want you to go back to that mission statement. And how can you be the undisputed leader in terms of cabin crew? All the training, all the development. Do we need to look at uniforms every year? Do we need to do everything to make sure that we are the undisputed leader? How do we make sure that we've got the best routes? It costs us money. How do we ensure that our aircraft fly on time? We need more engineers, we need newer planes, we need to service them more often. Therefore, all of those things. And for the next millennium, do we really know what's going to happen next week, next year, rather than into the next millennium? How relevant is that mission statement really for forming strategic direction?
So Tim, what you're saying is that for BA to actually meet their mission statement, they need to rely on high pricing and high costing to maintain profitability.
They do. So, do you remember those wonderful things? They had 4Ps, 15Ps, 11Ps, or whatever they are. They know what the pricing strategy's got to be. They know what the product strategy's got to be. They know everything that they've got to do. So, why is strategy meant to be so difficult?